Hey guys, so the RSX is out of commission a little bit. I got stranded at the side of the road the other day, as seen on Instagram, and the mechanic was texting me today saying that the oil was pretty much gone. He said that it's throwing a code for timing. So we were wondering if it's a sensor, which it seems to be because we checked the timing, and the timing, you probably can't see it, but I'm going to show you anyways. The timing is bang on the money. So we are going to get more oil. We're going to come back. We're going to replace the sensor. We already replaced the VTC solenoid for oil pressure that he said was broken, and then we're going to try and start it again.
Well, just in case nobody knows, I guess we skipped over it. This is a K20, and any Civic or RSX owner probably knows this, but these engines have a notorious tensioner failure. So when your oil gets low, the tensioner fails because it's supplied by oil pressure, and that causes your chain to go slack, and then your cams will go out of alignment, and this is what they call an interference engine. So then your valves will start hitting the pistons and stuff like that, and you'll break your motor. But now we know that's not the case because our timing is good. And so we looked it up, and this code, which if you're looking into it is P0341, could be caused by timing being off, or a sensor, which is actually, come on over here, could be your lower cam sensor, which if you take off the tire, it points right at your crank. So it's this little sensor right here. Yeah, you can see it. It's right there. So we got one off of the old spare engine. We're going to try doing that. We're going to go to Canadian Tire, like Ali said, get some more oil, and see if we can do a startup tonight and save $1,000 from the garage fees.
5 minutes ago, we got back from Canadian Tire. Got some oil, topped it up, cleared the codes. I also got a code reader to clear codes with. Replaced the VTC solenoid and the...
VCT.
No, VTC.
VTC. Oh yeah, VTEC without like... Yeah.
And what was the sensor?
Cam sensor that we showed you earlier.
And then we started it up, and I would show you. If you're
installing the cam sensor, make sure to lubricate it, because that was an issue we had. Got to lubricate the O-ring before putting it in.
I would show you it starting, but I already tossed my keys into the shop, so tough luck. You're going to have to wait till the actual RSX sort of reveal video.
Yes, we still have to do that.
So it is, I think, 4 days since our last little clip, and I went to go to Canadian Tire, ironically to return the code reader that I had purchased, and threw some codes on the way there. So, pulled over, and I'm throwing the same evap code that the garage claimed they fixed, and now I'm also throwing a knock sensor code, and I'm still leaking a bunch of oil.
Not like...
But it was, the inside of the rim was coated, and we're just trying to figure out why this is happening. So, the sensor we installed, Kyle recalled installing it with a bit of sand on it. He tried to get as much off as possible. Obviously, it's tough when we're working with minimal tools in the parking lot of mechanics. So, we just pulled it back out, cleaned it up really, really well, and put it back in. Then we're going to pull off the tensioner cover. It is sealed with, I guess, Honda Bond when you take it off initially, but when you go to scrape it off, sometimes it's easy to cut the kind of gasket they had in there. So we resealed it with the high oil tolerance, or whatever the hell it's called. This gasket maker stuff. Focus. Okay, it's not gonna focus. But anyways, we're going to reseal it again. We're going to scrape it off and do a really, really, really thorough job. And if that doesn't work, we're going to try the oil pan. The whole oil leak thing is a bit of a shit show just because it can be really, really hard to track down. But we will give you more details as they come. Found out what the problem is. When I went to look at the cover, oh, his underwear showing a bit. Cover for the tensioner. 2 of the 3 bolts were in it. So there's 2 at the top and 1 at the bottom, and only 2 of the bolts were in it, which obviously could be a little bit of reason for concern. So we found a replacement for it. Kyle's just putting that on right now. But we also noticed that my boot on my drive shaft has a crack in it. Which would mean, so inside my rim, what we thought was covered in oil, was actually grease.
Yeah,
because the cracked boot is letting grease out, and it's literally everywhere.
There's on the brake line.
It dripped onto the ball joint, and it's whipping around in there, so another thing to fix. Yay! On the plus side, the mechanic sounds like he's going to stand behind the evap thing that they claim they fixed, so that'd be nice.